What's up, party people? Android Stud here, and I wanted to do a 6-month review on this beast right here. That's right, it's the Essential phone. This is an absolute beauty, and I've had the phone since its release. I changed the color. I had the black when it first came out back in August of 2017, and I've had it for over 6 months. And I switched over to the white because I really like the color of the white. Also eliminates the ability to get scratches on it. So let's take a look at this innovative device that I really enjoy. Okay, when it comes to the design and the premium materials that they use for the Essential phone, Andy Rubin and his team over at Essential, Rubin, as we all know, is the godfather of Android, have done a phenomenal job designing this phone. And let me tell you what I mean. They don't copy the Samsungs, they don't copy the LGs or the HTCs or even the Apples. They brought their own innovative design when it came to this phone. And when you look at the premium materials that they use to design this phone, you have a ceramic back, you have the titanium sides. It's built very well, very strong, very durable phone. Although the one thing that I will say after using it for 6 months, I know when I use the black one, it tends to get a lot of scratches on the back. So if you do have the black or the ocean depth or maybe the gray, make sure you put a skin on it or a case to protect the back from getting scratched, because it does scratch a little easier than most other devices having that ceramic back. Now the white one, you don't see the scratches because of the color, so that's why I prefer to use the white one going forward. Now when you look at just the design of it, when you come to the screen is just beautiful. You're looking at a 5.71 inch bezel-less display. When you look at the screen, it's absolutely beautiful. It's an IPS LCD screen. You're looking at what, 1312 by 2560 pixels on the screen. So it's a really enjoyable screen to use. It looks very nice. And the other thing that I like about the Essential phone, it's a very compact phone. So when you take it with you to work, you go out on a date, whatever you're gonna do that day, it's just very easy to use, very easy to get out, to text, to email, to take pictures, whatever you need to do. It's just a really enjoyable phone to use. It's not a bigger phone like the Note 8 or a bigger phone like the S8 Plus or any of those other phones that are a little bigger to use. Now when it comes to the software on this phone, it is absolutely bone stock. It's running Android 7.1 Nougat. Officially, you could get the Android Oreo 8.1, but it's a beta, so you have to install on there. I'm running the beta on here and it runs great. I've used it as my daily driver probably for over a month and a half. I've had no real issues using my phone on a daily basis. But it comes with Android 7.1. They should be releasing the official Oreo. They skipped 8.0 and they went right to 8.1. And we got Android P later this year, and I'm sure that Essential is going to update and upgrade their phone to that before the PH2. Now you're looking at a Snapdragon 835 processor. You have 4 GB of RAM. And one of the great things that I love about this phone is it comes with 128 GB of onboard storage. So you're getting a lot of storage on your phone right out the box. You don't have to pay extra per se. They only come out with one version, and that's the 128 4 GB model. It's a really good deal. Now, as far as price, when it came out, it was $699. It was too much money, I thought, for Essential to release their first phone. I said it back when I reviewed this device, when I first got it, did my unboxing on this channel. I said that it should have been around $549, would have been a fair price for it. Since then, they dropped the phone to $499, and I think that's a really excellent deal for the device you're getting. You could also look on Swap or Amazon, maybe get a better deal on this device, and you're getting a really premium device, one of the most current devices out there with some really good specs, a really good design, and a hot looking display. Now, when you look at The camera on this device, that's one of the things that it's been talked about, ballied about. The camera's terrible. The camera was trash. It's not a very good camera. And I will say this, when the phone first came out, the camera app had some real bugs in it as far as shutter speed, as far as features on the app, as far as a lot of different things. But since then, one of the great things that Essential has done, it's worked with its customers. It has given the customer updates on its camera. It has updated the camera from the time that it released. And one of the things that I'm talking about, since the phone has been released, they've added auto HDR. They've added a lot of other features on it. They added portrait mode. They added grids to your screen, so when you take pictures, you'll be able to line up your shots. They've also added some features to it on the 360 camera. And that's one of the great things about this phone when it comes to the camera, is it comes with a 360 camera that you can attach to the back of the device, and you can rock and roll and take pictures. It's a nice little camera to have some fun if you're at a festival or at a concert, maybe a birthday party. Have some fun, take some 360 cameras. And the great thing about it is very easy to use. You just snap it to the back, you start taking your pictures, you do what you need to do, and it's ready to rock and roll. They updated that app, so it's a really good accessory to have on the Essential PH1. Now, getting back to the camera, the shots on when you have great daylight or great lighting, I think the shots on the Essential phone camera come out really good. The portrait mode on the Essential camera, I think, are excellent. If you take a look at Reggie Yu's video on YouTube, great guy, shout out to him. He showed a battle between the Essential phone and the iPhone, and it came out really good. It was very competitive when it came to portrait mode. Now, where the Essential struggles, I think, still is low light, night shots. Really a struggle there. And also, with the camera app on the Essential phone, still struggles with a little bit of shutter speed. Not where you want it to be as far as a Pixel or maybe even an iPhone or a Samsung. The one thing you can do is download the Google camera app, and that tends to take quicker and faster photos than you will on the Essential camera app. But since Essential added the HDR, they added portrait mode, and I'm sure they're gonna add some more things on their phone and improve the app, maybe add some features to it. That's what I would do if I were them. Now, some of the things that the Essential phone does not have is it doesn't have wireless charging, and that's kind of a bummer. But let me say this, they're supposed to be coming out with a dock that attaches to the back of the Essential phone, kind of like the 360 camera, that would add some wireless charging. So that would be really good. Also, there's no headphone jack, traditional headphone jack like we are used to using on our phones. So you have to use the Type-C or use a dongle to connect it to listen to music, make phone calls, or whatever you're gonna do. So that's one of the things. Also, it's not IP868 certified. It is not certified to be a waterproof or dust-resistant phone, so that's kind of a bummer. I'm hoping that the PH2 will add waterproofing. It will also add wireless charging that you can just drop on a charger and be ready to go, or have that accessory ready to go for the PH2. That's the one thing they need to do. Also, battery life. I get excellent battery life on my Essential phone. I have no issues. It has a 3040 milliamp battery, so that's a really good feature on the Essential phone that works really well. And I don't know if it's Android 7.1 or Oreo 8.01, but the battery life on my phone, it gets me through the day. I get 5 hours of screen on time. I have no issues, so you have no issues there as far as battery life. Also, the speakers on the Essential phone, it's a bottom firing speaker, so it's not stereo, but it does get pretty loud. It's not a full sounding speaker, but it sounds pretty good. Also, on the Essential phone, the fingerprint scanner. The fingerprint scanner is really good. It's on the rear back of the phone. It's in a perfect placement, so you have no issues when you go to unlock your phone. It's very fast. You could unlock your phone in an instant, and that's what I like about the Essential phone. It's very compact, easy to use, and so is the fingerprint scanner. Now, when it comes to the colors on the Essential phone, you can obviously get the white one, the black one. They also have a stellar grade, ocean depth, and a pure copper that is out right now. Now those other colors are a little more. You're looking at $599. I know that you can get the stellar gray or the halo gray Amazon version for $449. But that's one of the things that Essential is trying to update their phones, come out with new colors, and do all kinds of great things with this device. Now, one of the things that I have to mention is one of the things I dislike, and I don't know what it is, but my T-Mobile service on this Essential phone is not very good. It's spotty, it goes up and down. Shout out to Big Megs. I know he had some struggle. He had to switch over to Cricket, and his service was perfect. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the antenna bands or the way the phone is designed, but my reception on T-Mobile, although I get LTE, it's not solid like it is on my Pixel 2 XL or on my Razer phone or some of the other devices I use, Samsung Note 8, and so on and so on. So that's one thing that I would say, man. So my cons are the reception on the Essential phone on T-Mobile, no wireless charging, no waterproofing. I'm hoping they'll add that to the future device, the PH2. The one thing I will say, the pros on this phone that are excellent, I love the design of the phone. I love the hardware that they use, the materials, that ceramic back, that titanium sides, it's excellent. Also, the screen, I love the bezel-less design. This phone looks like it's gonna come out in 2019 and we're already using it. It looks like a concept phone that works. So that's so beautiful about that. And also the software. The software is really, really, really good. I love Android. I love pure stock Android. And it works flawless. I have no issues when it comes to the software on this phone. Now, one of the things that it's kind of in between a pro and a con, and that's the camera, because the portrait mode in daylight is phenomenal. The low light shots, not so good. So I would have to put that in the middle. They are improving it, so we'll see how much better this device gets in the future. But that's it, man. That's the Essential phone after 6 months. I'm keeping this phone. I love this phone. It's one of my daily drivers on a daily basis. This is the one phone that I've kept the whole year. You've seen it mature on my channel. It's the first phone that I started with on the channel. So respect due to Essential. I'm looking forward to the Essential PH2. Follow me on Twitter, Android Stud, Instagram, Facebook, and Google+. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Let me know what you want to see. If you got any questions, reach out to me. That'll do it. I'm Android Stud. Peace, party people.